Zep Grout Cleaner Brightener. The name promises a lot, but does it deliver on its promises? Is it a grout cleaning game changer? Let's find out. The label says Grout Cleaner and Brightener, which I take to mean it cleans the grout as well as removes stains. And the label says as much. Deep cleans grout lines, removes old stains from grout. The active ingredient is urea hydrochloride, a salt made by combining urea with hydrochloric acid. With a pH of less than 1, it's super duper acidic and the strongest acid used in tile cleaning. Acidic cleaners like this work so well at cleaning and removing stains because they dissolve a little bit of the grout and take the stains with it. It also contains less than 3% each of hydrochloric acid, which just increases cleaning power, and ethoxylated alcohols, which sound scary, but are really just surfactants. Surfactants are a very important part of any good cleaner because they suspend the dirt in solution so that it can be rinsed away instead of finding its way back to the grout. Interestingly, the SDS for the Grout Cleaner and Brightener is very similar to another Zep product that I've been using for many years, Calcium Lime and Rust Stain Remover. The only difference I can tell between the two is that instead of an extra dash of hydrochloric acid, the Calcium Lime and Rust Stain Remover contains 2-hydroxyethanoic acid, which is just a really fancy way of saying glycolic acid, an ingredient commonly found in skincare products. All that is to say, this Grout Cleaner and Brightener that I've only just discovered is basically the same thing as this Calcium Lime and Rust Stain Remover that I've been using for many years. In fact, it may be slightly stronger, but even if it's not, I think I can expect it to do at least as good a job. But let's not speculate, let's find out. The instructions say to apply it only to the grout in a 2 square foot area and to let it dwell for 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to apply it to these 4 dirty grout lines, but I'm also going to apply it to this area as well. If you saw my last video, you may remember that I wasn't happy with how the ammonia did on the grout line I tested it on. It actually looked a lot better after the grout dried completely, but it's still stained. So I want to see how this stuff does on that grout line. You should never leave an acidic cleaner on the grout, so I'm going to follow this up with an alkaline cleaning to neutralize the acid and to raise the pH of the grout. Okay, this is pretty impressive. It cleaned the grout around these 4 tiles very well, but it also did a great job on the grout that was previously cleaned with ammonia. But a lightly soiled kitchen floor is hardly a challenge for a product like this, so let's take it to where the real dirt is, the shower. Showers are constantly wet with a high volume of alkaline organic material that builds up on the walls, the floors, and everywhere. I've always had great success with the Calcium Lime and Rust Stain Remover in showers, so I expect that the Grout Cleaner and Brightener will do at least as well. I'm not concerned with keeping it only in the grout lines because it's all going to run down the wall anyway. Plus, I want to see how it does on these rust stains on the tiles. I'll let it soak for a bit and then come back and scrub it, and I can tell right away that it hasn't completely removed the rust, so I'll apply a little more and leave it a while longer. It looks pretty good now, except there is this one stubborn rust stain on the corner tile. I'll try scrubbing it with a steel brush, though I don't recommend doing this as it could damage the tile. It didn't work anyway, so I decided to try an abrasive cleaner, but the liquid Barkeeper's Friend didn't work either. Then I tried powdered Barkeeper's Friend, Comet, Soft Scrub, and just as a Hail Mary, because I've removed rust from stainless steel with it in the past, I tried Neverdull. But nothing removed that stubborn little stain. That's a bummer, but nobody could argue that this area doesn't look better than it did before. Okay, I have to say, I'm not blown away by the Grout Cleaner and Brightener. It did good, and I think it does as well as the Calcium Lime and Rust Stain Remover, but when you consider that this quart costs $10 and this gallon costs $15, but the gallon makes 2 gallons, you can see that the Calcium Lime and Rust Stain Remover is just way more cost effective than the Grout Cleaner and Brightener. Of course, if all you're going to clean is your shower or some other small area, then yeah, the quart of the Grout Cleaner and Brightener is the way to go. I think either of these products are a good choice for restorative grout cleaning, but I would encourage you to use them in conjunction with a good alkaline cleaner as I outlined in my last video. There are links to both of these products in the description, and while I do get a small commission if you use them, it doesn't cost you anything extra. Let me know down below what other cleaning topics you'd like me to cover, and until the next one, stay clean.